Washington, D.C. experienced a mild snowfall last week. Luckily, City Councilman Steyn was on it. He knows why it happened. Watch this.
It just started snowing out of nowhere this morning, man. Y'all better pay attention to this climate control, man. It's climate manipulation. And D.C. keep talking about we're a resilient city. And that's a model based off the Rothschilds controlling the climate to create natural disasters they can pay for it and own the cities, man. Be careful.
Yep, the Rothschilds control the climate. The Rothschilds, of course, are a wealthy Jewish banking clan. They're included in a great many conspiracy theories, but those theories rarely give them credit for the weather. That's an ambitious new twist. Mark Steyn is an author and columnist and a part-time meteorologist, and he joins us tonight. What do you make of it? So this is, by the way, I live here, so you can laugh all you want, but that's actually my city councilman speaking there. The Rothschilds control the weather. Did you know that?
I did actually, Tucker. They bought the weather from God back in 1929 when he had a bit of a liquidity problem after the Wall Street crash. And they keep it in the wine cellars at the Chateau Mouton Rothschild estate in France. And they're able to micro-target the climate. For example, it was light snow in your part of Washington, but I gather in the stairwell of Steyn White's apartment building, he actually had an avalanche just on his floor. That's how micro-targeted the big Jew weather machine is able to be. And by the way, you may think it's a light snowfall, but if you actually examine it, it's actually small pieces of gefilte fish, which is why it doesn't melt. And that's why the Jews control the snowplow business. So they scoop all the gefilte fish in Washington away, and they use it to make Louis Farrakhan Calypso albums, which they put out to discredit Louis Farrakhan from telling the truth about the synagogue of Satan. It all makes sense.
See, the funny thing is, I don't know if it's funny, it's actually so appalling and shocking that it's hard to, I'm just going to laugh about it. That was what you made me feel better about a city out of control. So then I want to run this by you. Maybe you can make me feel better about this too. There's a new uproar on social media over microaggressions at UC Santa Cruz. The school has assembled a list of microaggressions. It warns that phrases like "America is the land of opportunity" and "I believe the most qualified person should get the job" are offensive and verboten. The weirdest thing, though, the scariest thing, this list has been in use for years, and there's no sign it's going away. Do you abide by this list, Mark?
I thought it was an interesting list. It's interesting they banned the expression "America is a land of opportunity" because America is a land of opportunity. Let's say you're a person with no talents but a degree of hucksterism who's figured out that you could get a job, a tenured job as the assistant dean of microaggressions and put teenagers, saddle them with 6 figures of debt for attempting to criminalize basic social interactions by holding big lectures on microaggressions. Now, America is such a land of opportunity, you can clean up big time if you do that. If you tried to do that in, say, Sudan, no one will come to your lecture on microaggressions because in Sudan they'd think you were an obvious huckster, and the only people who'd be at your lecture would be a camel who came in to get out of the rain and some guy and his child bride who'd actually taken a wrong turn on the way to the female genital mutilation clinic. So only America is such a boundless land of opportunity that becoming an expert, if you become an expert in microaggressions, young people will saddle themselves with $250,000 of debt just to receive your wisdom.
Even by your high standards, tonight was an all-time high watermark. Thank you, Mark Steyn. You made me feel so much better. I can't even stand it. I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Tucker. Always a pleasure.
Yeah. Well, zombie regulations from the Obama administration could destroy America's cigar industry. Why? Nobody knows. The most famous cigar maker in the world joins us on set next. Rocky Patel, coming up.